This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Here you go. Tip-off goes to the Thunder. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Holmgren. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Porzingis 7-3 says not here and not now.
Now here's Tatum. Shoots over Holmgren. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, B.A., if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
Here's Tatum. And finished by Tatum. Wow!
Yeah, the handle of Jayson Tatum is special, and he has tightened that handle over the course of years.
Pass to Dort. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Hartenstein. Launches it. Porzingis grabs the board. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Mark Daigneault gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We discussed Jaylen Brown and what makes him such a hard player to defend, and Coach said to me, Jaylen is a freak athlete and has become a really good shooter over time too. We can't give him clean looks, and we have to guard him closely. Let's see if the defense is up to the task.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's Brown. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
Pass to Hartenstein. And stolen by Holiday. It's 2-on-1. Here's White. Finished off the break.
That's what you call speed, being the difference in transition. Off the steal, Derek White so heads up.
Now Holmgren. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other. That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Dort outside. Screen by Holmgren. Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. And Doris, such an important guy on the defensive end. Lou Dort.
He is strong. He plays hard. He's willing to mix it up physically. He's a tremendous athlete. This guy is tough to score on.
To the middle. Holmgren. Hartenstein in the post. Tries again. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein.
Substitution on the court.
All right. Let me stop playing. I can buy.
1:49 left in the first. Pass to Horford. Now here's Porzingis. He's covered by Holmgren. Again, the miss by Boston. Here's Oklahoma City now. Rejected by Brown.
Such a pesky defender. Jaylen Brown, right place, right time.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
That's it.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Wallace, left side. Brown with some nice D. Boston leading by 3. Pass to Horford. Screen by Horford. Here's Cornette. Clock at 6. Here's Pritchard. No good on the triple.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Inside. Williams on the wing. Here's Wallace. Rebounded by the Celtics. Here's Brown. Takes it inside. That shot off the mark. Thunder trail by 3. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Wallace. And rejected. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it. Pass to Williams.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
This is the baby hook.
That's going
What?
up against a defense that
That's
knows
crazy,
your
right?
tendencies.
Here's Brown. Sinks that one from the post.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
And so the first quarter is in the books.
First quarter
Celtics
with
out
9
in
or
front,
4 points.
up
What
by
the
5.
hell is going
Stay-
on?
The Celtics, 9.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for Boston.
Well, so far they've been immensely aggressive on the defensive side, denying easy shots, and it's made a difference in the game.
Thunder trail by 5. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
4 on the clock. From about 19, and it's Tatum missing. So it's Oklahoma City now. Here's Hartenstein. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Here's Tatum.
Come on,
And so he
sir.
draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, you like the level of aggression right there from Jason Tatum. Committed to scoring on the interior and draws the contact.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Oh, shit.
And so Tatum nails both of them. And we've seen the league ramp up the series model where teams play each other in the same arena twice in a row. What do you think, Doris?
DA, I absolutely love this, and more importantly, the coaches seem to engage highly in it because they feel to a certain degree it brings you a level of almost playoff-like repetition.
And Doris, no doubt about it, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an absolute monster on offense.
Very quietly, one of the most dangerous offensive players in the game is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got size, he's got speed, he's got handle, he can score from 3 levels. This guy is a legit force.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Daigneault said we compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you.
Oklahoma
Oklahoma City shooting their 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here. Doris, not only is the Thunder roster full of young talent, they also have a ridiculous amount of draft capital.
BA, you've got to give a ton of credit to the front office. They've got multiple options going forward. Continue to draft and develop their talent, or perhaps use those picks to trade for a superstar you believe fits.
there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's his first foul.
Substitution on the court.
So it's Boston now. Back to Brown. Just 5 on the clock. And stolen by Hartenstein. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Rips down the breakaway
It's hard to
slam.
get that lead back when I got it.
What an effort by Lou Dort in transition. Gets up the floor,
letting me know
makes
something.
himself the best option.
Pass to Holiday. Tatum from long range. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. To the paint. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes a three. A big triple. Gilgeous-Alexander.
No, that's an opportunistic three-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
Tatum. They can't stop the run with that one. Oklahoma City leading by 6. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Horford with a steal. Craig with it. Caruso covers. Here's Tatum. Look at Tatum using his length.
Well, you see the effectiveness of Jason Tatum in close. Don't sleep on both his strength and his length.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 6.
Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And it's Oklahoma City's ball. They're on a 15-4 run. Celtics trail by 6. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
To the inside. Horford gets it done inside.
Well, this guy's such a polished player from this area of the floor. Al Horford, it doesn't get any easier than that one right there.
And Jaylen
I
Brown
seen it.
gets a
Let's
whistle
go
that
foul.
time. That's his first foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Substitution on the
The
court.
Celtics making a switch here. Wiggins outside. And
Too
another
fast,
miss
too
by
fast.
Oklahoma City. Outside, Brown. .46 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And that one's good. Porzingis.
Now, this is why they call him the unicorn. Porzingis off the catch, ready to rise and fire. That's 7'3", everybody.
Here's Williams. Here's Holmgren. Pass to Wallace. Outside, Williams. Gets the three to fall. Williams has gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
And here's Brown for 3.
I'm selling on
Leading
my
by
boy.
5.
It would be smart to hold for the final shot.
Well, that's great
Look at
execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
Drew Holiday.
And you
I mean,
can
I'm up.
tell they're in sync right
Sure.
now, expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
Well, known
He
for
said
being
what?
a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Here's Holiday. Porzingis for 3. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Oklahoma City ahead. They're up by 5. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Celtics trail by 5. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Boy, over the years, Tatum has really mastered the art of drawing fouls.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
And stolen by Holiday. Here's Tatum. Jumps up. And finished off by Tatum.
We know we're talking about a skilled scorer in these open floor situations. Jason Tatum knows where to be.
Screen by Holmgren. Down low. Shoots over Tatum. Oh, the persistence inside of Chet Holmgren.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Holiday with the ball. He's scoreless. White for three. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, that's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. That'll put Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on the line. It's on Jrue Holiday. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Will get you some!
Show us some power!
I'll put you in the highlight reel.
And we see the speed and power. I mean, Williams shows off on that one.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Holiday looking for an opening. For three, Porzingis.
Oh, that was nice.
Nails it from three. Porzingis has got 8.
Well, in the modern NBA, a big that can shoot with range so important. Kristaps Porzingis from 3.
Gilgeous-Alexander no good. Celtics trail by 5. Here's Holiday. And Gilgeous-Alexander with a block.
SGA, an outstanding defender, that time sends it back.
Inside. And Hartenstein slams it in.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a 10-point pass. Here's Tatum. Left side, Porzingis. Tatum's shot is good.
Goodness.
He's got 12.
Jason Tatum is a thirsty scorer, and right now filling it up.
Hey, look, why wouldn't
And
he?
Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Thunder leading by 5. On the wing, Caruso to the inside. On the wing, Caruso. Back to Holmgren. Over Tatum. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And, of course, ball Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
BA, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
Number 42.
We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. Here's Pritchard. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Pass to Holmgren. From deep. Offensive rebound. Launches a 3.
Mouth.
4-3. Holmgren.
Malcolm.
Now, the very definition of a stretch big, right? Chet Holmgren comes in with the reputation as a spacer.
Horford with it. Screen by Horford. To the middle. They kick it out to Porzingis. Pass to Pritchard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3 is up. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
To the paint. Caruso outside. And here's Wallace. And here's Wiggins. Defended by Brown. Williams with the screen. The drive by Wiggins. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Celtics trail by 8. Pass to Horford. Rebound by Wiggins. Now Williams. From deep, Holmgren. Now here's Williams. Back to Holmgren. Down low. Here's Williams. Another shot. Horford with some nice D.
It's hard to get that lead, that young
boy.
boy.
By a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Just pounding the painted area. That's
Hey,
helped them
I'm
build
like
an advantage.
You said what?
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. Oklahoma City leading by 8. Pass to Wallace. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. Now the Celtics on the move. White with it. Caruso covers. Offensive board. And here are the Thunder now. Throws it up high.
Oh my goodness.
It's stolen by Holiday.
That was crazy, bro.
Here's Brown.
No.
JD on the break. Sensational.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
And that's out of bounds. The last touch by White.
Substitution on the floor.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. To the middle. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 8.
You
And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. Point blank, he wants better shot selection. He told them, we're settling guys. Come on. We're not being patient out there. We're not working the ball around. That has to change right now.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And down it goes. 2 points.
Well, efficiency of movement makes Al Horford successful. Gets room to shoot in these sets.
And it's Holmgren missing. Celtics trail by 6. White looking it over. Here's Porzingis. Oh, Porzingis
that was nice.
getting all the way to the iron.
that. Porzingis puts the ball on the floor, gets right to the cup.
Pass to Hartenstein. Williams on the wing. Lots of room. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
Listen, you give a good shooter that kind of look, and it's going to go in.
Here's Tatum. Give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Pass to Horford. Now Tatum. He's covered by Holmgren. They kick it out to Porzingis. Oh, KP with the 3.
Wow, Porzingis, no hesitation in the balance of the game. He delivers.
Gilgeous-Alexander, a good look. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
Yeah, call that timeout.
And the Thunder lead by 3.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Outside Tatum. Pass to Pritchard.
2 minutes.
Lets it go from the wing. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Tatum's got 4 points this quarter.
The very definition of their go-to player. Mr. Tatum, ball in your hands. Yes, sir.
Tatum brings a double team. Ooh,
little dudes, all 3 of y'all.
These moments
all 3 of y'all.
Development needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
Tatum.
Oh, my goodness.
Holmgren with the block. They retain possession. Right side Brown. 6 to shoot. Brown with a screen. Tatum with it. Guarded now by Williams. We've got 1:13 left to the 4th. Out to the wing. Here's Hartenstein. Boston pulls it in. Here's Brown. And it's good. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within 1. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Pass to Holmgren. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
It could be a 3-point play.
Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Ooh, he did hit it for the win.
With balance and good rhythm, Holiday serves as an effective catch-and-shoot player.
Man, nobody think of that.
And he's going for the oop here. Tatum with a steal. And here we go, the Celtics on the run. And they recover it. Pass to Porzingis. Outside Holiday. They kick it out to Porzingis. Tatum with it. It's off.
Why would you
And if you can't force the turnover on that play, then
why would this nigga even do that?
First free throw is good. And that gives him a lead.
Oh, he got the lead. He got the lead.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 2-point ball game.
Not easy to keep your focus when there's so much riding on those free throws. But that was excellent.
Playing with my food. This is come on, take that.
12 seconds left in the final quarter. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The 3 from Holmgren. And he drills the triple.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Obviously not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
and there's not enough time to catch and shoot.
Your bitch ass off, man. You say you Steph Curry son, nigga? You say you Steph Curry son? I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said you Steph Curry son. You told me to put it on YouTube.
These are the ones that are
Yeah. So if anybody ever want to run it back, you feel me?
being on the
Get
edge
off
of
on
my
that,
seat,
right?
never knowing what would happen next.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.